Hello, students! Welcome back to our exciting journey into the world of AI. I'm your teacher and friend, Pradeep. I hope all of you are ready and excited to learn something new today. In today's chapter, we will learn how to guide AI with clear instructions to get better answers. But before we begin today's chapter, let's quickly revise what we learned in the previous chapter. In the previous chapter, we talked about vibe coding. Vibe coding is a new way of coding with the help of AI. Instead of writing many lines of computer code ourselves, we simply explain our idea to AI. The AI then tries to think and understand our words and even the feeling behind our idea. And based on that, it creates the code. This helps us build many exciting things, like an app, a game, or even a website. Isn't that amazing? Now students, to work together with AI, we need to learn a few important things. We need to learn how to talk to AI clearly. We need to learn how to give better instructions. And we also need to learn how to get better results from AI. Because remember, AI is very powerful, but it cannot read our minds. The answer it gives depends on what we ask and how clearly we ask it. So students, we are the guide and AI is our helper that can do many things quickly. So it is our job to guide it properly. And that is exactly what we are going to learn today. Section 1. Input, process, output. Now let us understand a simple idea to see how AI works. Whenever we use AI, there are 3 steps. These steps are called input, process, and output. Let's understand this slowly together. First comes input. Input means what you type into the AI tool. For example, you might type, "Write a short story about a clever monkey." The sentence that you typed is your input. Now comes the second step, process. Process means what the AI does inside the computer. We cannot see this part, but a lot is happening inside. AI reads your sentence, it looks at the words you used, then it thinks and remembers what it has learned from a lot of data. And then it tries to generate the best possible answer. So even though we cannot see it, AI is working in the background. Now comes the third step, output. Output means the answer that AI gives you. For example, AI may write a story about a monkey named Sidhu. That answer is the output. Now, let's go over it one more time. Input, what we type. Process, what AI does inside the AI system. Output, the answer that AI gives us. Now you can think of it as a short journey. You type something, AI thinks about it, and then it gives you an answer. Now students, this brings us to a very important word, prompt. Have you heard this word before? We learned a little about it in our previous course. Do you remember? No? No problem. Let's revise it together. Section 2. What is a prompt? What is a prompt? A prompt is simply the text, input, question, or instruction that we give to AI. Students, in the 3-step system that we learned earlier, the first step, that is the input, is called a prompt. Remember, in our basic course, we learned that whenever we want ChatGPT to do something, we type our request. That request is called a prompt. For example, we might type, write a story, explain gravity, create a small game. Any input that we give to ChatGPT or any other AI system is called a prompt. So students, a prompt is the starting point for AI to create what we have asked for. And learning how to write a good prompt is one of the most important skills in vibe coding. Think of it this way. Imagine you ask your friend to help you with something. If you simply say, "Help me," will your friend understand what you need? No. But if you say, "Please help me draw a picture of a house with a tree and the sun," now your friend clearly understands and is able to help you. So what happened here? Your first instruction, "Help me," was not clear. It did not include any details. But then we added details and made things more clear. Then your friend was able to understand and give the output or help you needed. The same thing happens with AI. AI cannot read our minds, so our input or prompt should clearly describe our idea or our need to guide AI properly. So remember, if your prompt is clear, detailed, and exact, AI will give you a better answer. But if your prompt is short, unclear, or incomplete, AI will give you a general answer that may not meet your needs. So always remember, good prompt, good results. Bad prompts, weak results. In the next section, we will see what kind of outputs AI gives when we give it an unclear or weak prompt. Later, we will also see how we can improve our prompts so that AI can give us better results. So that we can use AI in our work to build exciting things. Students, are you ready? Section 3. Weak prompt demonstration. Students, do you see the screen? This is the AI system that we will be working on to try different prompts. This is where we can interact with AI. Don't worry, if you're seeing something like this for the first time. We will understand everything slowly, step by step. For now, this is where we will type our instructions and see how the AI responds. This is the box where we type our prompts. We will learn more about this in the next chapters. For now, let's do a simple exercise and type a very simple prompt. Let me type, "Write a story," and then I press enter. AI thinks for a moment and then gives us a story. It might write something like this. The last save. Rohan had a habit. He never finished things. Half-drawn sketches, half-read books, half-played games. One night, while cleaning his desk, he found an old notebook, and so on. Now, students, AI has given us a story as an answer. The story is okay. It is not wrong. But let me ask you something. Is this really the kind of story we wanted? Maybe not. Let's think about it together. Why did AI write a story about a boy named Rohan? Why did that happen? Because we didn't describe our idea to AI in detail. AI wrote the kind of story it chose, not the kind of story we wanted. We only said, write a story, but we didn't tell AI many important details. For example, who is the story about? Where does the story happen? What kind of story do we want? Should it be funny, scary, or adventurous? How long should the story be? Now, let us try to think like writers. If we want a better story, what details should we give to AI? Should we mention the character? Yes. Should we mention the place? Yes. Should we mention the problem or the adventure? Yes, absolutely. When we work with AI, the quality of result depends on the quality of the prompt. Students, now you must be wondering, how can I improve the quality of my prompt? That's a very good question. Section 4. The 3-part prompt formula. Now we will learn a very simple formula that will help us make our prompt clear, detailed, and better so that AI can understand us correctly. This is called 3-part prompt formula. Let's understand it with an example. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever asked someone at home to cook something for you? If you simply say, give me some food, will they understand what you want? No. But if you say, please make Maggi for me, add extra masala, add vegetables, and don't boil it too much. What happens now? Now they understand you much better. Right? And you will get exactly what you wanted. Similarly, to make our prompts better, when working with AI, we use something called the 3-part prompt formula. This formula has 3 parts: role, task, rules. Don't worry, students. These may sound difficult, but they are actually very simple. Let's understand them one by one. First comes role. Role means who should the AI act like? When you talk to AI, you can actually tell it, act like a teacher, or act like a storyteller, or act like a scientist. And when you do this, the AI starts thinking in that way. It changes how it gives the answer. For example, if you say, act like a teacher, AI will try to explain things clearly. If you say, act like a storyteller, it will try to make things interesting. Role helps AI understand how it should behave and who it should think like. Now comes the second part, task. Task means what you want the AI to do. For example, do you want it to write something, explain something, or create something? For example, write a story, explain gravity, make a quiz. So task tells the AI what work it needs to do. Now comes the third and final part, rules. Rules are very important. Rules tell AI how it should do the task. For example, when you ask AI to act like a teacher and explain gravity, you can also tell the AI to keep it under 50 words. Make it funny. Use simple words. Write in bullet points. So rules help AI understand what kind of answers it needs to give. Now students, will you remember the 3-part prompt formula? Role, task, rules. Let's bring all 3 together and use them in a prompt in the next section. Section 5. Demonstration. Improving a prompt. Now students, we know how to make a prompt better to get better results. So let us do something fun. Let us try a few different prompts together and see how adding more details improves the answer. And I want you to think with me at every step. Example 1. First, let us think of a simple prompt for AI. We type, write a story, and we press enter. Now, AI gives us a story. This time, it creates a story about a girl named Priya. Now think about it. Is this the kind of story we had in mind? Not really. It feels very general, very basic. Why? Because we gave a very simple instruction. We only said, write a story. So AI did exactly that. Nothing more, nothing special. Now let's apply the 3-part prompt formula here. What do you notice? In this prompt, we have only given the task. We have told AI what to do, but we haven't given it a role or any rules. We gave it a very simple and general task. That's why the answer is also very general. Now let's improve it. This time, we will add a role, a better task, and a rule. We type, act like a storyteller and write a story about Radha in simple English, a girl who loves playing cricket. Keep it within 50 words. Now think about it, students. What changed? Now AI clearly understands role, act like a storyteller. Task, write a story in simple English about Radha, a girl who loves playing cricket. Rule, keep it within 50 words. So now the story is better than before. Now let's give this prompt to AI and see the result. AI's result is Radha's dream. Radha loved playing cricket every day. She picked up her bat and ran to the ground after school. One day, she hit a big 6. Everyone clapped. Radha smiled and said, "One day, I will play for India." And she kept practicing every single day. Now students, this isn't just any story. It is about Radha, a girl who loves playing cricket. and it is short and easy to read. But we can make it even better. So let's improve it again. This time we will add something new. We will add emotion to our story. We type act like a storyteller, write an inspiring short story in simple English about Radha, a girl who loves playing cricket. Keep it within 50 words. Now think about it. What changed? Now AI understands role, act like a storyteller. Task, write a story in simple English about Radha, a girl who loves playing cricket. Rule, keep it within 50 words. Emotion, make it inspiring. Now let's give this prompt to AI and see the result. Radha's big shot. Radha loved cricket and was running to her match. She slipped and hurt her leg on the way. It hurt, but she still played. At the final moment, she couldn't run, so she hit a six. Everyone cheered. Radha smiled and said, "When you can't run, you rise." Now students, think about the story. Does it feel more meaningful? Does it feel more inspiring? Now, the story is not just about Radha playing cricket. It also shows her courage, her hard work, and her determination. So adding more details like emotion makes the story more interesting and more powerful. So students, did you see how applying the 3-part prompt formula helped us give better prompts and get better results from AI? Now, let's compare everything. Let's look at all the steps, the prompts we wrote and the results we got. At first, we gave a very simple prompt. Prompt, write a story. Result, very general. Then we added a role, a better task, and a rule. Prompt, act like a storyteller and write a short story in simple English about Radha, girl who loves playing cricket. Keep it within 50 words. Result, clearer and more focused. Then we added emotions to the story. Prompt, act like a storyteller and write an inspiring short story in simple English about Radha, a girl who loves playing cricket. Keep it within 50 words. Result, more meaningful and inspiring. Now students, what do you notice? As we added more details, the results kept improving. AI started understanding our idea more clearly. And because of that, the answers kept getting better and better. So what did we learn here? When we give better prompts, we get better results. And not only that, we get results that match our ideas. So students, the next time you use AI, don't just say, write something. Instead, stop and think. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want? How should it feel? How should it look? And this is the first step towards vibe coding. Example 2. Explain something. Students, now let's try something different. We type, explain the solar system. Now what will AI do? It will try to explain, but it won't know who is it for. How simple should it be? Whether to give examples or not. So the answer might look something like this. The solar system consists of the sun and the celestial bodies that orbit around it. including planets, asteroids, and comets. Now think celestial bodies, orbit, asteroids. These are not simple words. The AI's answer may be correct, but sometimes it may be a little hard to understand. Maybe the words are big. Maybe it is too long. Now think, if a younger student reads this, will it be easy? So what should we do? We should improve our prompt. Now we will guide AI properly using the 3-part prompt formula: role, task, rules. We type, act like a friendly school teacher, explain the solar system to a class 5 student. Use bullet points and give an easy example. Now the answer becomes, the solar system is made of the sun and all the objects that go around it. The sun is a big, hot star at the center. It gives us light and heat. There are 8 planets that move around the sun. Earth is one of them. Each planet moves in its own path, called an orbit. Some planets have moons, like Earth has one moon. Easy example. Think of a ceiling fan. The center of the fan stays in one place and the blades move around it. In the same way, the sun stays at the center and planets move around it. This is much easier to understand and read. Students, did you notice? This time, along with giving it role, task, and rule, we also added information about format. That is bullet points and an example in our prompt. This made the answer much more useful for young students to understand. So remember, better instruction, better answer. So remember, when you learn to guide AI properly, you are not just using AI, you are creating with AI. And that is the real power of vibe coding. Now students, before we finish today's lesson, let us quickly revise what we learned today. First, we understood how AI works in 3 simple steps: input, process, output. Input is what we type. Process is what AI does inside. And output is the answer we get. And the instruction we type into AI is called a prompt. Then we learned what is a prompt. A prompt is simply the text, input, question, or instruction that we give to an AI. It is the starting point of everything. We also understood a very important idea. If the prompt is clear, detailed, and exact, AI gives better answers. If the prompt is short, unclear, and incomplete, AI gives general answers. Better instructions, better results. Weak instructions, weak results. Then we learned a powerful method, the 3-part prompt formula. Role, who AI should act like. Task, what AI should do. Rules, how AI should do it. Then we saw an AI system screen where we wrote a simple prompt. After that, we saw some examples and learnt that adding details improves a prompt. A simple prompt like write a story gave a very general result. Adding role, task, and rules made the answer clear and focused. Adding emotion made the answer more meaningful and interesting. We also saw how details like format, like bullet points, and asking for examples made the answer easy to read and understand. So students, always remember, better prompt, better result. And when you guide AI properly, you are not just using AI, you are creating with AI. Students, before we end this lesson, I want to tell you that I am very proud of you. You listened so patiently. I hope you understood what we learned today. Even if some parts feel a little difficult, that is okay. Learning happens step by step. In the next chapter, we will start using these skills to create things with AI. I will see you in the next chapter. Till then, keep thinking, keep asking, and yes, keep vibing.